Back in 1973, celebrated actor Anthony Hopkins found himself immersed in preparation for an upcoming film role. The movie was The Girl from Petrovka, adapted from George Pfeiffer's compelling novel. Like many dedicated performers, Hopkins felt an urgent need to study the source material before stepping into character. What followed was a determined journey through London's bookshops, searching for a copy of the original book. Store after store delivered the same disappointing news. The novel was completely out of print, with no copies to be found anywhere. Exhausted from his fruitless search, Hopkins headed for the subway to return home. As the train moved through the city, something unexpected caught his attention. A passenger, rushing to exit at their stop, accidentally left something behind on the seat. When Hopkins went to investigate the forgotten item, he could hardly believe his eyes. There, abandoned on the subway seat, was the girl from Petrovka. Yet this remarkable coincidence wasn't even the most extraordinary part of the story. Several months later, after the film's completion, Hopkins had the opportunity to meet the novel's author in person. When he shared the strange tale of how he'd acquired his copy, the author was stunned. As it turned out, that particular book was his own personal copy. One he'd lent to a friend who had supposedly lost it while riding the subway. What were the odds of that precise book finding its way to the very actor who was desperately seeking it? Events like Hopkins' story aren't as rare as you might think. These fascinating coincidences touch all our lives in unexpected ways. Perhaps you've experienced that peculiar moment when you think of someone, only to have them call moments later. Maybe you've contemplated visiting a particular destination, then suddenly noticed references to that place appearing everywhere around you. Or you've had that uncanny experience of a dream that later manifested in reality. What's really happening in these moments? Are they merely random chance occurrences? Or is there something deeper at work? When these extraordinary coincidences occur, they often carry profound meaning for those who experience them. It's as if the universe itself is reaching out, trying to communicate with us on a personal level. The brilliant Swiss psychologist Carl Jung had a special term for these meaningful coincidences: synchronicities. His research led him to a remarkable conclusion. What I discovered when studying this phenomenon thoroughly were coincidences that were connected so meaningfully that their chance occurrence would represent a degree of improbability that would have to be expressed by an astronomical figure. Jung's investigation went beyond surface-level coincidence. He proposed that what appears random might actually hold deeper significance, suggesting an intricate connection between our inner consciousness and the external world. His theory challenged conventional thinking by proposing that our psyche and the environment are linked in ways that transcend ordinary cause and effect. Synchronicities reveal something profound. Our reality might be more flexible and responsive to consciousness than we typically believe. As Albert Einstein once remarked, reality is merely an illusion, albeit a very persistent one. These meaningful coincidences suggest our world behaves more like an intricate dream or a sophisticated matrix than a rigid physical construct. Modern quantum physics supports this perspective, showing how physical events are ultimately shaped by metaphysical factors. The observer, through the very act of observing, influences matter itself. Our material universe takes form through consciousness, and synchronicities serve as direct evidence of this fascinating phenomenon. Let's explore the distinct patterns of synchronicity you might encounter in your own life. Understanding these patterns helps us recognize them when they appear. 1. Warning synchronicities. These special coincidences often emerge just before crucial life decisions or moments of significant change. When multiple possible futures lie before us, several timelines begin to form. At these critical junctures, synchronicities can appear as gentle warnings, steering us away from potentially negative paths. Imagine this scenario. You're about to purchase a house at an attractively low price. On the day you're heading to finalize the deal, your car unexpectedly breaks down. Taking a taxi instead, you witness a traffic accident that further delays you. Upon finally reaching the location, you notice police entering the neighboring property. These accumulated delays and signs prompt you to reconsider, and you decide against the purchase. Later, you discover the neighboring residents had a history of serious disputes, which would have made your life there extremely challenging. Second confirmation synchronicities. Unlike warning signs, these synchronicities appear to validate that we're moving in the right direction. They often emerge during periods of personal growth and spiritual development, acting like a cosmic compass guiding us toward our authentic path. When opportunities for expanding our consciousness present themselves, positive timelines begin to unfold. These pathways carry special power because they align perfectly with our true essence. They're the choices that lead us toward living in harmony with our deepest purpose. Sometimes, when we're disconnected from our inner wisdom or caught up in ego-based fears, we might overlook these opportunities. That's when confirmation synchronicities step in, gently nudging us to reconsider or offering reassurance about our choices. These are the moments that feel truly magical, carrying deeply personal significance that only we can fully appreciate. Consider this. You've finally gathered the courage to pursue a long-held dream project, despite your fears. After taking the first step and making an initial investment, you feel nervous about the uncertainty ahead. While sitting in a park, processing your decision, two vibrant butterflies suddenly land on your hands. At that exact moment, you overhear a passing stranger say, "You've done the right thing." The timing and personal meaning create an overwhelming sense of connection with the universe. Third, prophetic synchronicities. Also known as signs or omens, these synchronicities manifest as symbolic messages appearing at significant moments. You might notice recurring patterns, like specific numbers that hold personal meaning repeatedly showing up in your daily life. They could emerge through meaningful dreams that offer guidance for your present situation, or as premonitions about future events. Fourth, manifestation synchronicities. These occur when your thoughts or desires materialize in physical reality. Picture this. You think about someone you haven't seen in years, only to bump into them the next day. Or perhaps you desperately need a specific item and suddenly find exactly what you're looking for right across the street. What's really happening here? Did you somehow sense the future event? Or did your thoughts actually create it? Both scenarios are possible, but with manifestation synchronicity, it's your thought that triggers the future occurrence, working through your subconscious to manifest externally. This is the fundamental principle behind the law of attraction. The fascinating aspect here is that the physical events required for manifestation can stretch backward in time, altering circumstances even before your original thought. Consider finding that needed item across the street. Someone may have placed it there before you even knew you needed it. It's as if your present need reached back in time to arrange the perfect synchronicity. While this might seem impossible, quantum physics has shown that our present choices can influence past quantum processes. Fifth, opportunity synchronicities. These represent the perfect alignment of preparation meeting opportunity, becoming essential tools for advancing your personal journey. They appear as perfectly timed opportunities that either rescue you from difficult situations or open new pathways in your life. Though they might seem improbable, they fit naturally into your life's flow, as if part of an intelligently designed plan. The hallmark of opportunity synchronicities is the feeling they evoke, a sense of pure joy and relief. They feel intuitively right, without any resistance or friction. Everything aligns smoothly, as if orchestrated by a hidden hand of universal harmony. To fully harness these synchronicities in your daily life, developing heightened awareness is crucial. This means paying attention to those subtle details that most people overlook. Those interesting patterns in daily conversations, or symbols that keep appearing in your environment. These might be synchronistic messages trying to communicate with you. Keeping a synchronicity journal can be a powerful practice. By recording these meaningful coincidences and unusual patterns, you begin to see connections that weren't visible before. This isn't just about listing events. It's about reflecting on their personal significance and potential messages. If you experience a stretch of time without noticeable synchronicities, this could indicate one of two things. Either you're living in a stable, predictable routine, where time flows without major disruptions, or you've become so aligned with your higher self that you no longer need external signals for guidance. The most effective way to invite synchronicities back into your life is to step beyond your comfort zone and embrace new experiences. This involves maintaining a sense of wonder and curiosity about reality, while exploring your consciousness through self-reflection, active imagination, and dream analysis. In essence, synchronicity reveals how our thoughts, feelings, and experiences are woven into the mysterious fabric of the universe. By staying alert to these signals and meaningful coincidences, we can better align ourselves with the universal flow. These synchronistic events become valuable guides, helping us navigate important life decisions and steering us toward our most positive and abundant timeline.